Good afternoon, freedom lovers. I have some breaking news. I have an update from AHPRA. I've just received an email from them now, and I will be posting the contents of this email in the post below as soon as I finish this video. So let's go through and find out what the empire, what the big bad bullies of the federal government have decided to do with myself, William Bay. Okay, so we have, dear Dr. Bay, thank you for calling me a doctor, by the way. Reasons for our decision. Number one reason for the decision, which I'm about to find out. You have a prominent social media presence. Yes. Yes, I do. Number two, you feature in videos posted to social media disseminating a number of anti-cookie statements and statements which go against the public health response to COVID. Okay? You have aggressively interrupted an AMA national conference. I prefer the words enthusiastically assertive. You have live streamed the incident on social media in an effort to falsely undermine public confidence in the cookie monster machine. I would like to say justly and rightly undermine confidence in the government's position on the cookie monster machine. The national law states under their assessment that you have made the following statements and views. A, that cookies are unsafe. B, that medical practitioners have lied and deceived patients in relation to the cookie monster machine. D, that the public health measures implemented during the pandemic represented tyranny. Well, I think most of us agree on that for sure. Allegation G, the government has been forcing doctors to be bad people. Yes, I agree. The government has been forcing doctors to be bad people. This is exactly the point of your bullying, AHPRA. You are forcing doctors to choose between their conscience and your public health statements. You have made views that it's impossible for doctors to give informed consent about the cookies because doctors are prohibited from talking about it. Yes, we are. That's what you're doing to me right now. You have alleged that the Queensland Premier was a dark mistress who had casted a ring of power by amending the Public Health Act to give the CHO unlimited tyranny over the people of Queensland. Well, I'm sorry, you've got me there. That is exactly what's happening. It's section 362B for Billy. Look it up, everybody. Allegation 3K, during your outburst at the AMA National Conference, all doctors were put on notice by the people of Queensland. Good on you, Queensland. We certainly did. All right, let's go. So that was page 2. Let's go over to page 3. There's quite a number of these allegations, so I'll jump ahead. Reason for our decision, number 10. There have been deaths associated with the cookie monster machine. Oh, well, that's an interesting admission, AHPRA. So AHPRA, you've heard it here live, ladies and gentlemen. There have been deaths associated with the cookie monster machine. However, you have made these statements as if they are authoritative. Well, I can't say what is more authoritative than you yourself, AHPRA, now admitting finally the truth is coming out that these cookies have been associated with deaths. Thank you, AHPRA. Thank you. Moving on now to allegation 12. Not sure what that one means. We'll skip on to number 13. The board believes you pose a serious risk to persons and that it is necessary to take immediate action to protect the public. Uh-oh, that's not sounding too good for me. Number 14, the board further believes that it's in the public interest to take immediate action in relation to your registration. Here we go. Number 15, as outlined above, your public commentary demonstrates a failure to consider the public's safety, has publicly demeaned and denigrated other medical practitioners and government officials. How dare I? And represents behaviour that is wholly inconsistent with the expectations of a medical practitioner. I think they're building up to something. In regards to the public confidence, you have been alleged and found under number 20 that the reputation of the profession and the standards to which the profession is held must be maintained. And in order to retain its confidence, the public must see these standards being maintained. All right? And you have been widely observed to be making disrespectful and disparaging comments about individual political leaders. Yes, we do have the right to freedom of speech and political speech in Queensland. Please look it up, AHPRA. Please know your laws. Number 40, there are quite a number of findings against me. Number 40, at the time of your submission, you appeared via video link. Yes, it was your Zoom video link, AHPRA. You were standing outside, this is all written down, this is amazing. You were written down standing outside AHPRA's Brisbane office, that was yesterday at 2:30 p.m, that's right, holding a megaphone, indeed I was, in front of a crowd of protesters. Good on you, Queensland, and I'd like to thank all the people who stood up in Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, Michael O'Neill, and the groups that came from around Australia to support me. There were people from Canberra, from Townsville, from Cairns. Thank you, Bridget. It was fantastic. Yes, we were there and we wanted to hear what you had to say. It says that you were refusing to end the live stream, so we had to end it for you. I was not live streaming, AHPRA. You had invited me to a Zoom meeting. I just happened to be standing in front of 450 people. Why? Because you wouldn't let me into my own trial. That's why I was standing outside the barricaded offices. That's why I had to be there. You know that. That is unfair. They finalised number 43. There was a live stream leading protesters in a chant of "kick me out, kick me out." Indeed. So the decision that AHPRA has taken against me is that specifically, the board has decided to suspend my registration. The decision takes effect from today, 17th of August 2022, a day that will go down in history as a day that they cancelled a doctor's registration for putting his patient's interests first. Under Section 159 of the National Law, this decision will continue to have effect until this suspension is revoked by the board. Well, shame on you, AHPRA. Thank you very much for cancelling all the work that I had lined up for my patients tomorrow, the next days, and my medical practice, online work that I do, and telehealth work. Queensland needs doctors. We are in a medical crisis, and you just lost a good one. Perhaps the best one, I don't know. But what I do know is that I have been standing up for patients. I have been standing up for the truth. And, hey, now that I'm no longer a doctor, I've taken the doctor off my name, so I'm not liable for criminal charges in regards to that, AHPRA. I would like to say clearly and for the record, yes, these cookies have been hurting people. They have been hurting my patients, and you need to tell the truth, AHPRA. You need to tell the truth. We will fight you. I will fight you peacefully, politically, positively, persistently, and in the end, the Australian people who stand behind me, we will win. Goodbye.